Why did Betty Broderick case get so much publicity? Betty Broderick was the middle-aged affluent woman who murdered her husband and his new wife a couple of years after she and Dan Broderick were divorced. Okay, now the reason why there was so much publicity was because, quite simply, her plight seemed to symbolize something that is very, very common, okay? And that is the first wife who, puts her husband through school, takes care of the children, and there were 4 children in the Broderick home, and does basically the traditional homemaker rule, job, does it go well, and then finds herself out in the cold because, quite simply, years have passed, and after years have passed, the fact is that the human male, to a large extent, is biologically programmed to be attracted to women within a certain age range. Okay, and that age range, starts when with jailbait, when they're about 15 or 16 or 17, and goes to about 30. Okay, so an intrinsic problem with following a traditional path is that when the wife who did everything to make sure that the husband had the ability to support the family well and who raised the children finds herself out in the cold because another woman who is younger is the one who reaps the benefits. The younger woman comes along, attracts the man. He leaves the middle-aged or aging wife for the young woman, and this other woman gets the benefits of what the first woman worked for. The whole idea of the First Wives Club. Okay, and it actually reminded me of something Gloria Steinem said, that one reason few women are gamblers is that the instinct for gambling is seen through marriage, because you're taking an enormous gamble when the woman marries, especially if she does stay home and take care of the children or stay home for whatever reason. There is a real possibility that she's going to have a problem when a few years pass. Well, about 10 years pass, and younger woman is going to look better to him. And again, she's going to get the goodies that the first wives worked for. And so that was, I think, why there was so much publicity around the Broderick case. Now, another problem, of course, was the fact is that they, Dan and Linda, the husband and the new wife, or the new lady, did to some degree harass Betty. They kind of rubbed her nose in the fact that she was older and had put on weight, which tends to happen when you get older, and kind of deliberately drove her over the edge. There actually was evidence that she was willing to move on because she did have a boyfriend. At the time she committed the murder, she had a boyfriend who was 6 years younger than she was. Okay, now I'm not in any way justifying the murders of 2 people. Not at all. But I'm saying that there is a real problem there, because if you follow that traditional route of, you put your husband through college, you stay home with the children, when the husband starts being successful, assuming he does, where are you when he splits? Okay, and I really think the feminist movement addressed some of these issues, but it really did address them all, partly because some women do prefer to follow that old-fashioned pattern. A lot of women, including feminists, when they have a baby, they quit the paid job and stay home with the baby. rather than immediately, leaving it with somebody else. And, we've got to do more to recognize that this family style is not going to die out. And we've got to protect the women who basically take that gamble to ensure that their rights are protected. I hope you enjoyed hearing that. Bye.